Commission committee. Who among the following has been appointed as the Deputy Election Commissioner in the Election Commission of India? Who among the following has been appointed as the Deputy Election Commissioner in the Election Commission of India? उमेश सिन्हा। यह बात है लेकिन 2021 की, अभी और कोई होंगे, ठीक है। तो उमेश सिन्हा हैज़ बीन अपॉइंटेड एज द डिप्टी इलेक्शन कमिश्नर इन द इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया। ही इज 1986 बैच IAS ऑफिसर, रिटायर्ड ऑफ उत्तर प्रदेश कैडर। करेंटली चीफ इलेक्शन कमिश्नर कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया इज मिस्टर सुशील चंद्रा। द फर्स्ट चीफ इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया वॉज सुकुमार सेन। द फर्स्ट वुमन चीफ इलेक्शन कमीशन ऑफ इंडिया वॉज VS रामादेवी। तो ये आप करंट का पता कर लें, ये 2021 के हिसाब से करंट अफेयर का क्वेश्चन। When was the first law commission set up in independent India? When was the first law commission set up in independent India? In 1955. In 1955, the first commission set up in independent India. The first law commission of independent India was set up in 1955. Who among the following is not a part of the committee which is constructed to provide suggestion to the Prime Minister regarding the appointment of Chief Commissioner of Central Information Commission? That is Speaker of Lok Sabha, a Union Cabinet Minister appointed by Prime Minister, Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha, Prime Minister. I think so, Prime Minister, the Chief Commissioner of Central. The Chief Commissioner of Central Information Commission is appointed by the President on the recommendation of committee consisting of the Prime Minister as chairperson, the Leader of Opposition in Lok Sabha and the Union Cabinet Minister nominated by Prime Minister. The Central Information Commission CIC, Central Information Commission, was established by the Central Government of India in 2005. Under the provision of the Right to Information Act 2005, it is a non-constitutional body. What is the tenure of chairman? What is the tenure of the chairman of State Public Service Commission? स्टेट UPSC का चेयरमैन कौन होता है? टेन्योर कितना होता है? 6 year और 62 years, विच एवर इज अर्लियर। द टेन्योर ऑफ मेंबर ऑफ UPSC इज 6 year of the 65 year of age or whichever is earlier, but the member of State Public Service Commission have a tenure of 6 year and or 62 years of age, whichever is earlier. This provision falls under the part 14 of Indian Constitution from Article 315 to 323. तो अगर UPSC की बात की जाए तो रिटायरमेंट की एज 65 साल है, लेकिन वहीं पर अगर स्टेट PSC के मेंबर्स की बात की जाए तो उनकी जो है वो है 62 साल, मतलब UPSC से 3 साल कम, मतलब पहले, ठीक। Who among the following is the chairman of Planning Commission and National Integration Council of India? तो who among the following is the chairman of Planning Commission and National Integration Council of India? That is the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister of India is the chairman of Planning Commission and National Integration Council of India. The National Integration Council was established in year 1961 by then Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru. It is an extra constitutional body. The Planning Commission was set up by a resolution of the Governor of India in March 1950. In 2014, PM Narendra Modi led government decided to replace it by newly formed Niti Aayog. PK Thangan Committee is related to पंचायती राज। तो PK Thangan Committee 1989. This committee recommended for several election of the Panchayati Raj system, Panchayati Raj institution, and also suggested that Jilla Parishad should play the role of agency of planning and development. Which of the following bodies is not mentioned in the Constitution? In the Union Public Service Commission, National Human Rights Commission, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, Finance Commission. I think so, Finance Commission. Sorry, B. Which of the following bodies is not mentioned in the Constitution? That is National Human Rights Commission. National Human Rights Commission is an independent statutory body established on 12 October 1993 as per provision of Protection of Human Rights Act 1993 NHRC. National Human Rights Commission is a multi-member body which consists of a chairman and 7 other members. President appoints the chairman and member of an NHRC on recommendation of high-powered committee headed by Prime Minister. The chairperson and member of the NHRC are appointed for 5 years or till age of 70 years. This commission is not mentioned in our constitution. Which among the following is not a constitutional body? यूनियन पब्लिक सर्विस कमीशन ये तो है, इलेक्शन कमीशन ये भी है, फाइनेंस कमीशन ये भी है, बट नेशनल ह्यूमन राइट कमीशन नॉट अ कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बॉडी, इट इज़ अ स्टेटूटरी बॉडी. Punchi Commission is related to. Punchi Commission is related to center-state relation. The Government of India constitutes a commission on center-state relation under the chairmanship of Justice Madan Mohan Malviya on 27 April 2007 to look into the new issue of center-state relationship. Which of the following is not a constitutional body? Finance Commission, Niti Aayog, National Commission for Scheduled Tribes, Election Commission. Which of the following is not a constitutional body? Finance Commission is the constitutional body, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe is a constitutional body, Election Commission is a constitutional body, but Niti Aayog and later called Finance Commission is not a constitutional body. The NITI National Institution for Transforming India is the full form of NITI. Aayog is not a constitutional body. It replaced the Planning Commission on 1 January 2015. It is a non-constitutional body. Rest all are constitutional bodies. Finance Commission Article 280, National Commission for Scheduled Tribe Article 338, Article 338, Election Commission Article 324. Which one of the following was established with a definite provision under article of the Constitution of India, that is Election Commission? Which of the following is not provided in the Constitution? Election Commission provided in the Constitution, Finance Commission provided in the Constitution, Public Service Commission provided in the Constitution, but Planning Commission does not provide in the Constitutional. The first Backward Class Commission of India was headed by the first Backward Class Commission of India was headed by Lokman Nayak Tilak, Nanaji Deshmukh, Kaka Kalekar, Gopal Krishna Gokhale, that is Kaka Kalekar. The first Backward Class Commission was headed by Kaka Kalekar. It was set by a President order on 29 January 1953. After independence, when was the National Development Council constituted? That is 6 August 1952. National Development Council was set up on August 6, 1952 to strengthen and mobilize the effort and resources of the nation in support of the plan. It is the apex body for decision making and deliberation on development matters in India, presided over by the Prime Minister. Chief Minister of State are members of National Development Council. National Development Council NDC was set up in 1952. Prime Minister is the chairman of NDC. Members of Planning Commission, now Niti Aayog. All central cabinet minister and chief minister of state are its member. It was created with an aim to strengthen and mobilize effort and resources of nation for balanced and rapid development of country. It is an extra constitutional and non-statutory body. Who was the chairman of the constitution to study the reorganization of states on linguistic basis, which was announced in 1953 by then Prime Minister Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, that is Fazal Ali. Justice Fazal Ali was the chairman of the State Reorganization Commission post-independence. The first state to be created and on a linguistic basis was Andhra Pradesh in 1953, created out of Telangana Telugu-speaking area. The Finance Commission is constituted by the President at the expiration of every year, that is 5th year. The Article 280 of Indian Constitution deals with the Finance Commission. As a quasi-judicial body, it is constituted by the President on every 5th year or before it required. The Finance Commission consists of one chairman and 4 other members appointed by the President. Their tenure is decided by the President and are eligible for reappointment. Recently, 15th Commission of India has submitted its report, which is headed by Nand Kishore Singh. The appoint the chairman and member of Finance Commission, that is President of India. Regarding the appointment of Finance Commission, which of the following article of Indian Constitution is mentioned? That is Article 280. Who appoint the Finance Commission in India? President of India. Who among the following is the chairman of the 15th Finance Commission of India? That is N.K. Singh. In which of the following year the Union Public Service Commission was formed? That is 1 October 1926. 1/10/1926. Union Public Service Commission UPSC, a constitutional body established by the Constitution of India, which conduct examination for the appointment of public service official of the Government of India. It was founded on 1st October 1926. Article 315 to 323 in part 14 of the Indian Constitution provide for the establishment of Public Service Commission. In which year did the Government of India appoint the second Backward Class Commission? That is 1979. The Government of India appointed the second All India Backward Class Commission on 1st January 1979, popularly known as Mandal Commission, under Article 340 of the Constitution, to investigate the condition of socially and educationally backward class. Which party government announced the formation of a second Backward Class Commission in 1978? Indian National Congress Party, Bharatiya Janata Party and United Democratic Party. It is Janata Party. In 1978, it was Janata Party which overturned central politics by rising into power. Further, the Janata Party government appointed the second Backward Class Commission, better known as Mandal Commission, headed by Bindeswari Prasad Mandal. To study the demand of reorganization of state on linguistic basis, a committee was formed by the Indian National Congress in 1948. The committee was headed by S.K. Dhar. S.K. Dhar Commission 1948 and JVP Committee 1948 advocate for reorganization of state based on geographical contiguity, administrative convenience, financial self-reliance and potential for development. Which commission suggested that job in the central government should be reserved for the other backward classes? That is Mandal Commission. The Mandal Commission was established in India on 1st January 1979 by Janata Party and submitted its report in 1980. Which one of the following is not a constitutional body? That is, the Election Commission of India is the constitutional body, the Finance Commission in India is the constitutional body, the Official Language Commission is also constitutional body, but the National Commission for Women is not a constitutional body. The National Commission for Women NCW is a statutory body of the Government of India concerned with advising the government on all policy matters affecting women. It was established on 31st January 1992. The first head of the commission was Jayanti Patnaik. As of 13 November 2018, Rekha Sharma is the chairperson. Who is the chairman of Niti Aayog? That is Prime Minister is the chairman of Niti Aayog. The Niti Aayog, National Institution for Transforming India, is a think tank of Government of India. It was established on 1 January 2015 as a replacement of the Planning Commission to give suggestion to the government at the central and state level with the relevant strategic directional and technical advice across the spectrum of key element of policy development process. The Prime Minister of India had the Niti Aayog as a ex officio chairman. Currently, Rajiv Kumar is the vice chairman of Niti Aayog. The chairman of Niti Aayog is Prime Minister. In which year did Niti Aayog came into existence? That is 2015. Which commission was appointed by the central government to examine issues related to central-state relation? That committee name was the Sarkaria Committee. Sarkaria Commission. The Sarkaria Commission was constituted by the Government of India in June 1983. Former Supreme Court Judge Ranjit Singh Sarkaria was appointed as its chairman. It had been given the responsibility to cross-examine the dimension of inter-state relationship and to give some recommendation to bring up balance. Who among the following is a non-judicial member of the first Lokpal of India? Who among the following is a non-judicial member of the first Lokpal of India? Avilasa Kumari, Archana Ramsundram, P.K. Mohanty, Dilip Bhonsle. That is Archana Ramsundram. Former Justice Pinaki Chandra Ghosh has been appointed as India's first Lokpal by the President on 23rd March 2019. It has its headquarters in New Delhi. Lokpal Chairman Pinaki Chandra Ghosh, former Justice of Supreme Court. Judicial Member Justice Dilip B. Bhonsle, Justice Pradeep Mohiti. Justice Abhilasa Kumari, Justice Ajay Tripathi. Non-judicial members is Dinesh Kumar Jain, Archana Ramsundram, Mahendra Singh and Dr. Indrajit Prasad Gautam. The Vijay Kelkar Committee was formed to study and evaluate the public-private partnership model, status of sugar mills, privatization of Air India, poverty in India. The Vijay Kelkar Committee was formed to study and evaluate the public-private partnership model. The Vijay Kelkar Committee was formed in 2015 and was held with the responsibility of public-private partnership (PPP) model. Public-private partnership (PPP) model. It submitted its recommendation on 19th November 2015. Interstate Council was set up by the recommendation of which committee? Sarkaria Committee. The establishment of Interstate Council was provided by Sarkaria Committee in 1983. Justice Rajendra Sachar Committee was formed to study. The Justice Rajendra Sachar Committee was formed to study socio-economic status of Muslim community in India. The Sachar Committee was headed by former Chief Justice of Delhi High Court Rajinder Singh Sachar to study the social, economic and educational condition of Muslim minorities in India. In which of the following parliamentary committee was the member of Rajya Sabha are not taken as part of it? In which of the following parliamentary committee the member of Rajya Sabha are not taken as a part of it? Estimate Committee, Petition Committee, Committee on Public Undertaking, Public Accounts Committee, that is Estimates Committee. The Estimate Committee consists of 30 members, all are from the Lok Sabha. The largest committee of Parliament of India is Public Account Committee, Estimate Committee, Committee on Public Undertaking, Joint Parliamentary Committee. I think so. This is Estimates Committee. The Estimate Committee is the largest parliamentary committee. It consists of 30 members who are elected by the Lok Sabha every year. From among its members, it was first set up in 1950. The committee analyzes the expenditure and revenue estimates of various departments and suggests alternative policies in order to bring about efficiency and economy in administration. It is also known as Continuous Economic Committee. How many members are there in the Indian Monetary Policy Committee? There is 6 members. The monetary policy contains from 4 to 6 members, 2 or 3 from RBI and other from government. Usually they hold office for 4 years. On the basis of the recommendation of which committee was the state of Haryana formed? That is Sardar Hukam Singh Parliamentary Committee. Haryana state was formed on 1 November 1966 on the recommendation of Sardar Hukam Singh Parliamentary Committee. It was announced in Parliament on 23rd September 1965. Which one of the following committee is described as the twin sister of the Estimates Committee, that is Public Account Committee? Both the Public Accounts Committee and Estimates Committee on Parliamentary Committees help in strengthening financial control of Parliament over executive. Estimate Committee has a role in budget planning. It has a role before approval of expenditure from Parliament, whereas Public Account Committee play its role when actual expenditure has been done, auditing expenditure. That is why Public Accounts Committee and Estimate Committee are termed as twin sisters. The chairman of the Public Account Committee of the Parliament is appointed by the President, Prime Minister, or Speaker of Lok Sabha. That is C. Speaker of Lok Sabha. The chairman of Public Account Committee of the Parliament is appointed by Speaker of Lok Sabha. Public Account Committee of the Parliament is one of the parliamentary committee that examines the annual audit reports of CAG, which the President lays before the Parliament of India. Those three reports are audit report on appropriation accounts, audit report on finance account, audit report on public undertakings. PSA has 22 members. All the members are taken from the Indian Parliament. Out of 22 members, 15 are elected from Lok Sabha, lower house, and 7 members are elected from Rajya Sabha, upper house. Emergency and President Rule. By which amendment of Constitution of India were the terms socialist and secular added in the preamble? That is Constitution 42nd Amendment Act 1976. The 42nd Amendment Act 1976 added 3 new words: socialist, secular, and integrity in the preamble. It also added fundamental duties by the citizen, new part 4A. In 1959, the central government of India undertook the governance in Kerala under of the Constitution of India, that is Article 356. The first state government of Kerala was formed in 1957, led by CM EMS Namboodiripad. It consisted of other 11 ministers. It was known for its land reform ordinance, but in 1959 the government was dismissed by the central government with the collective tool of presidential rule under Article 356 of Indian Constitution. Who was the President of India when emergency was imposed in India for the third time in 1975? That is the Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad. When the emergency was imposed in India in 1975 for the third time, the President of India at that time was Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad, 24 August 1974 to 11 February 1977, and the contemporary Prime Minister of India was Indira Gandhi. At the time of emergency in 1975, who was serving as the President of India? That is Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad. Fakhruddin in 1975 was officially issued by then President of India, Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad, under Article 352 of the Constitution because of the prevailing internal disturbance. The emergency was in effect from 25 June 1975 until its withdrawal on 21 March 1977. Under which article was emergency in India declared in 1975? That is Article 352. Under the provision of Article 352, national emergency was declared for internal disturbance from 25th June 1975 to 21st March 1977 by then President Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad during the Prime Minister of Indira Gandhi. Article 356 of the Indian Constitution is about imposition of president rule in a state. Article 356 of the Constitution of India gives the President of India the power to suspend a state government and impose president rule in any state in the country if he satisfies that a situation has arisen in which the government of the state cannot be carried on accordance with the provision of the Constitution. It is also known as state emergency or constitutional emergency. In the night of 1975, Indira Gandhi recommended President Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed to impose emergency, that is 25 June. In the night of 25 June 1975, contemporary Prime Minister Indira Gandhi recommended the then President Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed to impose emergency. Who was the Prime Minister of India during the emergency between the year 1975 to 1977? That is Indira Gandhi. Who was the President of India during the state of emergency 1975 to 1977? That is state emergency की बात है. देखते हैं 609 D. Who was the President of India during the state of emergency 1975 to 77? Dr. Fakhruddin Ali Ahmed. President rule is mentioned in article of the Indian Constitution, that is 356. Emergency provision. Article 356 of Constitution of India give the President of India the power to impose this rule on a state on the basis advice of the Union Council of Ministers, when the activities of state government cannot be carried out through constitutional provision. According to the Indian Constitution, according to the Indian Constitution, who has the power to declare emergency? That is President. Which one of the following cannot be the ground for proclamation of emergency under the Constitution of India? That is internal disturbance. The emergency provision are contained in part 18 of the Constitution of India from Article 352 to 360. The Constitution stipulates three types of emergency. National emergency. Article 352 of the Constitution provide for the provision of national emergency. National emergency that in condition पे war, external aggression, armed rebellion. President's rule. Article 356 empower the president to issue a proclamation of he is satisfied that a situation has arisen in which the government of a state cannot be carried on in accordance with the provision of the Constitution. Financial emergency. Article 360 empowers the president to proclamation of financial emergency if he is satisfied that a situation has arisen due to which the financial stability or credit of India or any part of its territory is threatened. Which article specifies imposition of president rule in India? Article 356. Which part of Indian Constitution deals with emergency provision in India? That is Article 18, Part 18. In a state emergency is declared it needs parliamentary approval after every 6 months. State emergency declared under the provision of Article 356 by the President. It must be approved by the Parliament within 6 months. After approval by Parliament, it may remain in operation for not more than 6 months from the date of proclamation. Unless after Parliament extend it. Parliament can extend it by approval after every 6 months. It can be withdrawn anytime by the President. During an emergency, all of the following fundamental rights are suspended except freedom of speech, freedom of association, freedom of speech and expression, personal liberty, freedom of assembly without arms, that is personal liberty. When national emergency declared under Article 352 due to war, external aggression or armed rebellion are all fundamental rights except those under Article 20 and 21 are not suspended. Article 20 deal with the protection in respect of convention for offences. Article 21 deals with protection of life and personal liberty. Above two fundamental rights are part of right to freedom. Constitutional amendment. The 61st amendment to the Constitution of India, that is reduce the age from voting from 21 to 18. The 61st Amendment to Constitution of India reduced the age for voting from 21 to 18 years. and Amendment to Right to Information Act 2005 and Amendment to Right to Information Act 2005 proposing that the Chief Information Commissioner and Information Commissioner be appointed for such term as may be prescribed by the central government was passed in the 2019, and amendment in the RTI Act 2005 was proposed in 2019. The amendment are Chief Information Commissioner and Information Commissioner be appointed for such term as it prescribed by the central government. Which of the following Amendment Act of the Constitution of India abolished the privy purses and privilege of former rulers of princely states? That is 26th Amendment Act 1971. Under the 26th Constitutional Amendment Act 1971, privy purses were abolished and all rights and liability and obligation in respect of privy purses were extinguished. Which amendment to the Constitution of India added a new subject in the Union list called taxes on services? That is 88th. 88th Amendment Act 2003 added a new subject in Union list called taxes on service. The 40th Amendment Act 1976 was applied to which article of the Constitution of India? That is 297. The 40th Amendment Act of 1976 was applied to Article 297 of the Constitution of India. Article 297 defined things of value within territorial borders or constitutional self and resources of the exclusive economic zone (EEZ) to best in the Union to be held for the purpose of the Union. Which of the following amendment to the Constitution of India was passed with the primary objective to constitutional in court the reorganization of Indian state based on the language 7th Amendment? The 7th Constitutional Amendment Act 1956 of the Indian Constitution was needed to implement the recommendation of State Recognition Commission regarding the reorganization of state on linguistic basis. The amendment of the Constitution of India envisaged the Gram Sabha as the foundation of the Panchayat Raj system to perform function and power entrusted to it by the state legislative. That is 73rd. The 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992 of the Constitution of India envisaged the Gram Sabha as the foundation of Panchayati Raj system to perform function and power entrusted to it by the state legislature. The Constitutional Amendment Act gave constitution status to Panchayati Raj institution. Article Amendment 73rd Amendment. The 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act gave constitutional status to Panchayati Raj institution. Who among the following President of India gave assent to 100th Amendment of the Constitution of India? That is Pranab Mukherjee. The 100th Constitution Amendment Act 2015 was related with enclaves transfer between India and Bangladesh. It was signed by the then President of India Pranab Mukherjee. Which amendment of the Constitution of India changed the description of India from a sovereign democratic republic to a sovereign socialist secular democratic republic, and also changed the words unity of the nation to the unity and integrity of the nation? That is 42nd Amendment. 42nd Amendment to the Constitution of India changed the description of India from a sovereign democratic republic to a socialist secular democratic republic, and also changed the words unity of the nation to unity and integrity of the nation. Which of the following amendment of the Constitution of India was enacted in 1993 to constitutionally recognize municipal government? That is 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992. Though the 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992, the Parliament added for Part 9A to the Constitution. It was enacted in 1993 to constitutionally recognize municipal government. Which of the following Amendment Act of the Constitution of India conferred the statehood to Goa and form a new union territory comprising of Daman and Diu? Which of the following Amendment Act of the Constitution of India conferred statehood to Goa and form a new union territory comprising of Daman and Diu? Article 56th Amendment Act. The 56th Amendment Act 1987 of the Constitution conferred statehood to Goa and form a new union territory of Daman and Diu. Goa thus became the 25th state of Indian Penal Code. Indian Republic में Indian Penal Code. Which of the following amendment of the Constitution of India gave the status of state to Goa? That is 56th Amendment. The Constitution of India was amended for the first time in which year? That is 1951, the first amendment of Indian Constitution. The first amendment of Indian Constitution was made in 1951. It amended Article 15, 19, 31, 18, 5, 87, 174, 176, 341, 342, 377. 6. It also added Article 31A and 31B. Along with that, it added 9th schedule in the Indian Constitution. The first Amendment Act of the Constitution of India came up in 1951. Which of the following schedule was added to the Constitution by the first Constitution Amendment Act 1951? That is 9th. When was the first amendment made to Indian Constitution? 1951. In which year was the first amendment to the Constitution of India made? 1951. Which of the following constitutional amendment made Pondicherry, now Puducherry, a union territory? That should be 14th Amendment. Which of the following constitutional amendment made Pondicherry a union territory? That is 14th Constitutional Amendment. The 14th Constitutional Amendment Act 1962 incorporated Pondicherry, now Pondicherry, as the 9th Union Territory of India. By which constitutional amendment were the words socialist, secular and integrity added in the preamble of Indian Constitution? That is 42nd. The preamble of the Indian Constitution included 3 new words: socialist, secular and integrity by the 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. In the 42nd Constitutional Amendment 1976, which word was added to the preamble? That is secular and socialist, both are. The word secular was added to the Constitution of India by which Constitutional Amendment Act? 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act. What is the percentage of seats reserved for economically weaker section in education institution as per the 124th Constitutional Amendment? That is 10. 124th Constitutional Amendment Bill passed by the Parliament on 9 January 2019 by a special majority under Article 360, at which provide 10% reservation on educational, institutional and employment to the economically backward section EWS. The total number of ministers, including the Chief Minister in Council of Ministers in a state, cannot be more than 50% of the total number of members of the Legislative Assembly of the state. C should be answered. In the Constitution of India, it has been envisaged that the Council of Ministers must not exceed 15% of the total number of members of the Legislative Assembly of the state. Lok Sabha in case of central legislature, state legislature assembly in case of concerned state legislature. Which of the following amendment of the Constitution of India added a new fundamental duty under Article 51A? That is 86th Amendment Act 2002. 86th Amendment Act 2002 of the Constitution added a new fundamental duty under Article 51A. Which Constitution Amendment Act inserted Article 21A to the Constitution of India as a fundamental right? That is 86th Amendment Act. The 86th Constitutional Amendment Act 2002 provided right to education as a fundamental right in Part 3 of the Constitution. The same amendment inserted 21A, which made right to education a fundamental right for children between 6 to 14 years of age. Which of the following Constitutional Amendment Act deals with the elementary education as a fundamental right? That is 86th Amendment Act. Article 21A was introduced by which Constitutional Amendment Act? That is 86th Amendment Act. The Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act, which gives every child aged 16 to 14 the fundamental right for education, was assented to in which year? That is 2009. The RTE, Right to Education Act, was assented in the year 2009 with its aim to provide primary education to all children aged 16 to 14 years. It enforced education as a fundamental right under Article 21. When was the Right to Information Amendment Act 2019 passed by the Lok Sabha? That is 22 July 2019. The Right to Information Amendment Bill was passed by Lok Sabha on 22nd July 2019. It seeks to change Section 13, 16 and 17 and 27 of the RTI Act. The bill seeks to change certain provisions related to power, salaries and tenure of Chief Information Commissioner. The Right to Information Act was enacted by Government of India on 15 June 2005 and came into force on 12 October 2005. The authoritative text of Indian Constitution in Hindi was authorized to be published by which of the following constitutional amendment? That is 58th Amendment 1987. According to the 58th Constitutional Amendment Act 1987, there had been a general demand for publication of an authoritative text of the Constitution in Hindi, whereas by the 57th Amendment Act 1987, reservation of seats of STs in Legislative Assembly of Arunachal Pradesh, Meghalaya, Mizoram and Nagaland. Which kind of majority is required for constitutional amendment in forming a new state? That is simple. In Article 368 to provide for two types of amendment, that is by a special majority of parliament and by a special majority of parliament along with the ratification of half of the state legislature by a simple majority. The 100th Amendment in the Indian Constitution provides acquiring of territories by India and transfer of certain territories to Bangladesh. 100th Constitutional Amendment Act 2015 notified that land boundary agreement between India and Bangladesh. The Act Amendment, the first schedule of the Constitution to extend the disputed territories occupied by both the nations. India received 51 Bangladesh enclaves, while Bangladesh received 111 Indian enclaves in Bangladeshi mainland. How many constitutional amendments to the Constitution of India have been made so far? 122. ये बात है 2016 के हिसाब से, ठीक है. In accordance with the question, 122 will be the correct answer because on 4/9/2016 the Constitution 122nd Amendment Bill 2014 was introduced in the Parliament, which seeks to introduce nation goods and service tax, officially known as the Constitution 101st Amendment Act 2016, commenced on 1 July 2017. Currently 127 constitutional amendments have been done. Which constitutional amendment act deals with the disqualification of MPs and MLAs? That is 52nd Amendment Act. The 52nd Amendment Act 1985 provides for the disqualification of member of parliament and the state legislature on the ground of defection from one political party to another. The 10th schedule of the Indian Constitution, popularly referred to as anti-defection law, was inserted by 52nd Amendment 1985 to Constitution. Under which of the following amendments to the Constitution of India is defection to another party after election made illegal? That is 52nd. What reform was done in the 52nd Amendment of the Indian Constitution made in 1985? That is anti-defection law was included. An amendment of Constitution may be initiated by the introduction of a bill in either house of the Parliament. An amendment of the Constitution may be initiated by introduction of a bill in either house of the Parliament. Which of the following statement is not correct regarding the Constitution of India 86th Amendment Act 2002? That is D. It made it binding the government of India to set up a nodal ministry to ensure effective implementation of these provisions under Article 75. The option D is not correct with reference to the 86th Amendment Act 2002. The 86th Amendment Act was passed on 12 December 2002. It confers right to education in the form of fundamental right for children between age group 16 to 14, and the state should adopt various policies to make it available for children. In the year 1978, the amendment eliminated the right to acquire, hold and dispose of property as a fundamental right, that is 44th. The 44th Constitutional Amendment Act 1978 of the Indian Constitution transferred the right to property to the Article 300A. Earlier it was a fundamental right under the Article 1931. Now it has been kept under the category of legal rights. By which constitutional amendment the right to property was amended from the list of fundamental rights? That is 44th Amendment. 103rd Amendment is related with 103rd Amendment is related with, that is economic reservation. The 103 Constitutional Amendment Act 2019 introduced 10% reservation for economical weaker section of the country. The act laid amendment in Article 15 and 16 of the Indian Constitution. Through which amendment constitutional duties were added in Constitution? I think so 56th Amendment. Through which amendment constitutional duties were added in Constitution? That is 42nd Amendment. Fundamental duties were added in Constitution by 42nd Constitutional Amendment Act 1976. Through which amendment Delhi was declared as National Capital Region? That is 69th Amendment. The Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Amendment Bill 2021, which was passed in March 2021, amended the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Act 1991. The Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi Bill 2021, which was passed in March 2021, amended the Government of National Capital Territory of Delhi, that is 1991. Which part has been added in the Indian Constitution by 74th Amendment Act 1992? That is Part 9A. The 74th Constitutional Amendment Act 1992 granted constitutional status to urban local bodies. For this, a new part 9A was added to the Constitution. The 74th Amendment Act of 1992 added a part to the Constitution of India, that is 9A. According to the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act, what is the tenure of the Panchayat? That is 5 years. The representative of Gram Panchayat are elected for 5-year term. The 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992 added 11th schedule is related with the provision of Panchayati Raj. The act also added part 9 in the Indian Constitution. Which part has been added to the Indian Constitution by the 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act? That is part 9. Under which article can the Parliament amend the Constitution? That is Article 368. The Parliament may amend the Constitution under the rule of Article 368. Under Part 20, the provision was included from South African Constitution. Under which amendment to the Constitution of India was goods and service tax imposed? That is 101, 101st Amendment. The GST was Constitutional Bill 122nd Constitutional Amendment 101 101st. The Amendment Act of the Constitution of India introduced the goods and service taxes in India, that is 101st. ओके, आज के लिए इतना ही. कल पढ़ेंगे अटॉर्नी जनरल एंड कंट्रोलर एंड ऑडिटर जनरल.